is personable, if you like, Jesus, and also a bit of a sense of humor, even though we see the crucifixion first. Then when we get to the resurrection, I think it's very important to make him incredibly happy and peaceful and just light pouring out of him, right? So it was very interesting to discover things
Pour
while
Joan,
I was playing him.
il est l'acteur qui a joué le rôle de Jésus
Very, very
Christ
uncomfortable.
dans la Passion of Christ, donc la Passion du Christ, et aussi il continue à le faire. Alors ici, il est en train d'expliquer comment il n'avait pas vraiment l'idée, mais il a grandi dans une famille catholique. Et voilà qu'un jour, il expliquait à sa maman qu'il a voulu jouer le rôle de Jésus. Alors sa mère lui dira non, pourquoi ne pas jouer le rôle de Pierre ou bien de Paul ou quelqu'un d'autre.
They go right into the stories and the disciples, you have Peter and why did you deny Jesus, and talking about that, and with the tomb, and and that was he really put in there, and was that to fulfill the prophecy from Isaiah, and they're talking about all that, and that was really interesting to me to just see that personal side, because that's not something that we've seen in a lot of biblical stories. How do you think that that's going to touch people, seeing that aspect of the story played out so well?
I think it's a new way of telling the story. What it felt to me when I read it and while we were shooting it and talking to the other actors as well, is that it feels like almost there's a fly on the wall documentary feeling about it, and you're actually getting to experience what those people were thinking, feeling, the anguish, the insecurity. Should we go ahead? Should we not? Should we run away? Obviously the Bible is an account of events, but in the series you get the feeling that you're actually getting a glimpse into what they were really feeling. And I think that's new and that's exciting for an audience because it's human, even though it happened 2,000 years ago. We see the human beings struggling, with all this, which is huge. I mean, what was happening was immense, and only this tiny group of people, took the reins and started it all. So,
donc il est en train de dire, non, il fallait aussi exprimer le chagrin, l'angoisse, la peur, la mélancolie que les gens pouvaient ressentir lors de l'éventuelle vie de Jésus. Donc il a grandi avec une foi chrétienne.
Because obviously I have to say those words and I have to mean them. So sometimes when you go to church and you listen to sermons or
quand tu pars à l'église, tu écoutes les sermons. Tu peux écouter d'autres histoires, mais cependant d'autres tu ne peux pas saisir. Ça peut t'échapper. Mon expérience aussi est chercher à m'attacher à ce que je dois écouter.
Lots of wonderful spiritual experiences happened during this process. I felt like I was given a little glimpse into what he was looking at. Even like being up on the cross and looking down, and sure they're extras, but they all look very authentic to me. and you're looking down from up there and you're thinking, wow, this is scary, and at the same time there's a beauty about it. To have been able to look through his eyes for seconds was incredible. A spiritual experience in itself. Maybe.
Wonderful. Well, Juan Pablo, really quickly before we go, what are you hoping that audiences and people watching, maybe believers or non-believers, will take away from AD?
Well, AD is wonderful for exactly for that purpose. People who are Christian will see this as a slightly new way of looking at the Bible, and especially the book of Acts, which is what happens after the crucifixion. I think we're doing Acts 1 to 10 in this season. And people who come across this for the first time, who maybe are not Christian, will see it as incredibly informative of what Christianity started. Really, this is the beginning of it all. It doesn't end with the crucifixion; it actually starts with the crucifixion.
Absolutely. All right, Juan Papa, well, we thank you for being here. It was great chatting with you, and we're really, really looking forward to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. All right, in AD, the Bible continues. Premieres Easter Sunday. That's April 5th on NBC. Well, that's all, guys, for this episode of Hot Off the Press. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Session Robertson, and we'll see you all again next time. Be sure to catch us on Twitter and Facebook and join the conversation with our hashtag JuiceTV. See you next time. Bye-bye.